Yeah, but if it was like
makes
some
sense.
kid pulled my dog's tail, I'd fucking rock that kid's world. I wouldn't. That would not happen. I would never even imagine that. All right, welcome to Checker Podski. It's happening for real. Stanley's here.
It is here.
He's hanging out.
Stanley is here. We're starting.
Stanley, you gotta lay down. You gotta be a good boy.
He might get removed. We'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah, we'll see. I think he'll relax. Sometimes you have to ignore him so that he can regulate.
Do you have topics this week? Or
I have a few things, but
Okay, nice.
if you have something right off the bat, let's do it.
The thing I wrote down was the idea, like, because a friend of mine was like, they work at a restaurant and they're like, oh, a bunch of firefighters walked in, and then she's like, why are firefighters attractive? And then my theory was just like, and it's just like a quick theory that we could jump off of, was just the fact that it's like guys helping out in the community. Like, they're not doing anything bad. All they do, it's like a group of usually men that are just helping people out.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I think that's what makes, and it's like, that's it. I think that's all it is. I don't think it's that complicated. I'm like, I think it's just honestly people being helpful. Like, you can go to them for help.
Yes. Yeah. And also that I wonder,
because no one's like, oh, a construction worker equally as strong, but now that guy's a firefighter. Say, put the same guy in a different role, and you're like, whatever. But then it's like something about them being helpful. I think
something about them being helpful and being for the community. Is helpful.
Community thing.
Because a doctor, if a bunch of doctors walked in, I'm not like,
yeah, but the doctor's gonna charge you.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like the freeness of it.
Yeah,
that they do it seemingly out of the goodness of their hearts. Now they are getting paid, so
which means there should be more public services. That are helpful.
If you want the male loneliness epidemic to stop, you got to get these men
join a community.
Help
the community out somehow.
Like, if there was like a group of gardeners and that's like their job.
Yeah.
And like they walk in and they've got gardener bodies or whatever, people would be into that too.
Yeah, if they're like helping somehow, they're like changing. Like, that's why people like farmers, I think, because the farmers are providing food for people.
Yes.
There's a thing for that.
Obviously,
too, right?
There's a physicality to being a firefighter.
Yes, there is. But I was saying, if you take that same body type, like let's say nothing changes, but now that person, is a construction worker, you're like, nothing bad, just like
no.
But like the
He's
firefighter, there is an association. And I'm like, I think that's
what if he was a construction worker for a public works, though?
I would have to know more about that. I don't think that's something I know. Like, I don't think it's an immediate connection. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But I do think of like, I think there's something called like the Chippendale things that where men are like dancers or something that, right? They're like in shape, like stripper men or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not attractive at all.
No.
And maybe there probably are women that are just will hoot and holler at that sort of thing.
There must be.
Yeah, I assumed it was mostly gay men going to those things, but like it could be like
there could be.
There's probably women that are.
People like
it.
Magic Mike.
Yeah, do they?
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I'm sure these women exist, right? That can hoot and holler and objectify men just the same way as it's reversed. But I'm like, that does nothing. But it's like, now give that guy a job and helping the community. All right.
That's what I want to see. Yeah, like women value like helpfulness.
Yes, like I'm like, and now I'm imagining like a bachelorette party where it's like, oh, we got a guy that's gonna go help somebody, like he's gonna fix a roof on the elderly lady's house next door. Wow now that's something the guy would have to worry about.
Yes.
Does he have to worry about a stripper? No. With a potential husband? No. But does he have to worry about the guy helping out the old lady putting a roof on? Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. It's like I started trying to work on a bit about this, about like how I kind of like don't understand like the appeal of like strip clubs and stuff, but like I think a part of it, people like, so then people ask like, what would your strip club be like and everything, and I'm like, I guess like it'd kind of be like a comedy show, because I feel like humor is like the best thing that someone can show me, I guess. But being helpful is also but they'd actually have to be funny.
No, they'd have to be funny. Yeah. No, you couldn't just be or I guess being like nice to your friends or doing dances with your friends, maybe.
Dances.
When boys do like
fun.
Little dances, but not like strip dances.
No, I'm like literally trying to learn the routine of this dance.
Yeah, that I think could be cute, but it's weird that because like policemen not hot.
No, so
I mean they constantly actually like I don't understand like the thing of like policemen being strippers.
I think it's the idea like you've been a bad person, girl, boy, whatever.
Okay.
Right, and I'm here to
and we've called the authorities.
punish you.
Yeah.
Which is, cops punishing people is sort of
yeah.
A police officer or a firefighter showing up is not going to punish you per se. They're going to help you, right? So like all you would be doing is objectifying that person.
Right.
So like,
but it would be funny too that if like somebody was like, it was like an actual judge that comes and is like, you're going to prison.
Oh yeah, like it goes to
yeah, it's like very
you've been served
and we're taking your child from you. What? And then the judge gets crazy.
Yeah. But it like goes so far, like to the point where it's like a year-long thing where this person's like dragged out. Like the wedding is now postponed because like this stripper scenario that I guess the girls would have put together for her or something. Or for the guy, for the guy.
Yeah.
Like we can't get married like because I'm like, but they don't know whichever one it's being done for. Like the guy doesn't know that it's actually
months and months.
Like, and she doesn't know either. Time. Like another one in the couple knows, and this is like almost
the justice system is
actually
slow.
If they get through this, they should be together.
Yep. And then at the end, it's like I sentence you to dance, and you're like,
and then
what?
The judge is like stripping, and like it's a real show.
It's really expensive.
This feels like a Nathan for you kind of scenario of like taking a year, but like.
Nathan could do it.
I just don't know what scenario this couple would stay like a year long.
Right.
Thing,
but I guess they also hold people accountable.
Yeah.
Like policemen where you're like, like I was just thinking like who gets called when you've been bad. I guess like your parent, I guess would be the next thing.
That's like the worst thing.
Sexy at all.
You're grounded.
My mom's here. What?
Yeah.
You're in trouble, honey. Yeah. I was trying to think of like what, because like maybe that's like part of like the like policeman stripper thing is like, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, like you're being pulled over for like and I guess the firefighter thing is like you're too hot, we got to put this fire out kind of thing. Obviously we don't watch
or
much.
Like we
don't watch much. They say corn. Is that how they?
Yeah, corn.
Yeah,
that's what the kids say.
We don't watch any corn, so we don't know how to like create these scenarios.
I don't know what they're doing now. It's like police. I know like the pizza delivery guys. Pizza delivery drivers actually, I mean, this isn't hot or sexy, but have a higher, it's more dangerous to be a delivery driver than to be a policeman. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's actually surprising.
Yeah, it's a more dangerous job.
Yeah, terrifying.
Just because like you never know if you're going to pull up.
There was some, God, who was telling me this? There was something where someone I know, maybe it's someone you know too, where they were, might have been our neighbor, but I have to ask her, but like something where someone like the delivery driver started shooting like a paintball gun at them, and I don't know why, and it didn't make any sense. And I'm like, I forgot. I was like hoping you'd remember.
Maybe it was supposed to be a joke. I feel like I do know what you're talking about, but I've only remembered.
There was like several instances of this that was happening in Chicago. Anyway. Who knows? I can't remember enough, but it was scary. I was like, did the person like leave a bad tip before and now the person was attacking them?
Yeah, delivery drivers are 1.8 times more likely to die on the job than police officers.
That's crazy. They're just trying to bring food.
Yeah, right?
Like, I don't
You're just trying to deliver something. You're like, oh my God. Sean's calling me right now.
Get out of here. There was a short story I read by, I think the author's Edgar Carrot or something. Oh, and I remember him talking about like there's, in the story, the guy someone comes to the door, holds him at gunpoint, the character, and then so now he's in this scenario where he's being held at gunpoint, like maybe robbed, but then a delivery guy shows up with food, and now that guy's in the scenario too. It's a bizarre little
slippery
comedy.
Slope. Yeah.
Short story. I forgot.
Yeah, because you don't want somebody.
Because now other people have to get involved. Yeah. And the delivery driver is someone that it seems like when there's instances they're getting involved, they're just trying to bring.
They're just trying to bring food and leave.
They don't. If they could, they probably wouldn't be even bringing the food. Like this is not like a job that people were like, wow, this is just brings me this community.
No.
Since
you used to be able to make pretty good money being delivered, but now I think they've it's pretty.
Maybe that's why there's also a fantasy around the delivery person, because it's like, well, they're also helping. They're bringing.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah,
like she didn't know what to make for dinner, and then suddenly everything changed.
Firefighters, delivery drivers, they're helping the community. So that's why we like them. You never really see a priest.
I mean,
Probably because.
Yeah, I mean, that would be someone that could.
Because that's supposed to be someone that's helping the community.
Well, it could be. Well, that could be one of those like weird porn things where people are like, oh, I guess I could see someone being like, oh, we're going to the church and then turn that into a whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, they can turn anything into
anything.
All of it can be sexified.
Which makes me think of Love Island recently.
Oh my God, Love Island's gone off the deep end,
out of control. But like we were saying earlier about how we're like maybe it's the audience that they're going for, the younger audience is so like over, what would you say, desensitized or something, where like for us it's like kiss the person who's the tallest in the thing. You're like, oh, she has to kiss the wrong. They're not dating. That's crazy. That's like crazy enough. That's crazy. For me, that's enough. Where now they're just like spit into that person's mouth and
it's too much.
This person. I'm like, what the hell? Kind of
it's
show?
Way
should
too
be on
much.
TV right now.
Yeah.
Is this even allowed? I feel like it's a psychological experiment at this point.
I think it is too.
Like
I think it
somebody pointed out them like the lights. I mean the light. It's like you do know they go to bed, but I'm like it is weird they go to bed at the same time. Like okay, everyone turn off now.
Yeah. It is weird.
Wake back up.
I wonder if that's like a camera thing or I don't know what.
Yeah, because then they have to get the footage, right?
Yeah.
So like, no interacting until
maybe that's what it is. So we can edit and we can take it.
Yeah, because if something happens and you two talk and then we don't know about it,
maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
I'd be like creeping around for a snack I'm like, or something.
Yeah, exactly. I would get up. Yeah. They'd be like, wake up. If somebody forced me to wake up at 6 a.m. every day, best believe I'd be like napping, which I think they do nap.
Yeah, they probably
But it is weird they have to nap outside.
Well, they probably go to bed early enough that like, I don't know, that's something.
There must be like that somebody comes in and like does laundry or something.
You can't do like a daytime nap. Like I would want to
never see them do laundry.
I would want to go inside. I would not want to be outside for like 9 hours straight.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't
be
the
only time you get to be inside. There's a lot of reasons why it wouldn't be for me, but like mostly like the age range
for
one,
the kind of people that are on it,
the kind of people that are on it,
like not my type, but
not my type. Yeah. Dead ass,
yo. They say dead ass a lot, and they say type shit. Yeah, they say it a lot.
So we get to learn the new slang, and that's fun for us. Slang.
I do miss the British slang. The British one's going on right now too, but it's too much TV. I can't watch it all.
Well, I almost caught up with the U.S. one, so once I catch up with that, I'm going on the British one.
Are you?
Oh yeah, I'll watch both.
I feel like sometimes I'll get the people mixed up.
I hate getting the momentum for this show. It's like it takes like 4 episodes to start like knowing who people are. That part sucks. But then once you're in it, you're like, okay, whatever.
Okay, now I'm in it.
And then you kind of like don't care that much. But then something crazy happens. You're like, it's all worth it.
It was all worth it. And then you're like, you have to watch 20 hours of TV for it to be worth it.
For 1 hour, that's like.
But that
really
1 hour,
cool, and we all get to talk about it. Yeah,
it's definitely not as good as the last season. Kristen was trying to fight me on this or whatever. She's like, whatever. It's like I was like, it's nowhere near like there's not as much camaraderie between people, or at least if there is, it's not being shown.
Yeah.
I don't feel like maybe it's because of Ace or because of
there's like little moments, but
no.
I also really don't like the look of the set. Like that like really bothers me. It's like too Barbie set or something. It bothers me. I'm like, can they like, I get that you guys want it playful, but I'm like, do like they like this? Like it feels like a little bit like teeny bopper, like 12-year-old 13-year-old would like be like, this is what I want my room to look like.
Yes.
And not like what a 22-year-old would want their space to look like.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
I think that's intentional. It's supposed to feel like kind of college-y.
Yeah, but even for college, I'm like, maybe kids are like,
maybe.
I don't know. I would not be into it. I think it's a little tacky. Like, it looks too much like a set to me. I think that's the thing that bothers me. I'm like, can we make it look a little more like grounded? And,
how would you do that?
Instead of everything being like plastic and white, maybe put some like wood there and more like a little more earth tone type things. Maybe just things.
I think it's like a money thing. They want to do it for as cheap as they can.
Yeah, I think so. That's as cheap as they can. And then also, like, I think the colors are like, this looks good in the shot. I'm like, it's too much. I don't. Maybe maybe the clips play better or something with the brighter. Maybe. I don't know. Like, it keeps people watching it because the colors, like, it's too much color.
Stimulation and,
And also, like, they have the pool, but then there's no, like, they can't touch the sand or something. I'm like, why couldn't we connect part of it to the sand? It's like right next to the beach. Like, why couldn't they go to the beach?
Yeah. Can they go to the beach? They can't.
Maybe when we don't see, but they're on the dock. They're right next to the beach. I'm like, it's just weird to me, like, not to, like, it's like they're trapped there. It's like a little prison or something.
It is a little prison. Oh, it makes me sad now. Now that you realize, like, I didn't really realize that they were actually on the beach.
Like, I would just like walking around that thing, losing my mind.
Me too. I would have to get outside. I'd have to get inside. I was like, I cannot be outside.
But the only inside is like the bathroom and then the bed area.
Bathroom, bed. Yeah, that's it. I would be on my bed.
I would also need time away from people. I would just need to be like, go hide in a corner, and they're like, who's she making out with? Nobody.
Nobody. I just need to be away. Yeah, and it's interesting too. Like, they can't like read anything. Maybe they can. They just can't be seen reading it.
Yeah, because I feel like
they don't have any activity. Like, there's no TV. There's nothing.
You can work out during the day. No one seems to be using the pool at all this season.
No,
I'm like,
that's literally. Like, I've seen so many TikToks of people being like, if I was on Love Island and it's just like in the pool all day.
In the pool.
I'd be in the pool all day.
I'd be doing like trying to learn different moves, like swimming moves, different like dance, acrobatic moves. Floaties. Figuring out how to float on things. Different way, best way to take a nap while floating.
These I would be like, I would need to be in the pool because
I feel like
I have to be outside.
That would make it worth all worth it. And but then you get it'd be like, wow, this is a nice vacation now. Like I just lounge in the pool every single day. I'm fine with that.
And they're like, she needs to go.
Yeah, they're like, she's not pursuing anybody.
She's not taking
the
zip
line thing.
It's the zip line. It's a Tim Robinson zip line. You'd
be
in the pool.
Like, I'm just in the pool.
Like, Jess, I feel like you're just here for the pool.
And you keep
That's crazy. I wouldn't do that. That's wild. But you would be there. I mean, it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's I feel bad for them. I mean, I know I shouldn't because like they probably get like 1 million followers from it and their careers will take off and stuff, but
it's interesting.
We've been watching a lot of it. I've been trying to catch up. It seems like they're torturing them. Too sexy for my taste.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. So I posted about this on like
I'm
TikTok,
like, I don't know how much people
like,
even watch the games. The games are there just to fill
They have a
content
whole show that's just Love Island games. Where
Really?
all they do is the games.
There's another show?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think
it's a different show or the same. It's just clips.
It's like a spin-off where they have like old people back and they just do the games.
Oh. Yeah.
Which is like insane to me because I'm like, the games are the worst part of it. It's so boring.
It's the same thing as like other like reality shows where they're like, they had to like go on the kayak and like get this. What's that one show? The Traders.
Yeah.
Traders. It's like, don't care, but then you have to kind of watch it because like a little bit of drama nugget comes out of that.
Yeah.
Not much,
but
enough to like it's important. Like I fast forward through some. I usually fast forward through all the games.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, they're making out. This person's kid. Wait a second. Let's see. Somebody's crying. Rewind.
I fast forward. I think I even wrote it down. I fast forward through all the makeouts.
Oh yeah.
If it's long enough, I don't like hearing people kiss. It grosses me out. Yeah, it makes me feel icky. It's not even that kissing is that bad, but the more I watch it, the more I hate it. The more I'm like,
yeah, but no one's like, the sound that they have on kisses isn't like, if somebody were to kiss near you, you're not like right up next to it. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like you're like your ear is right next to the sound, and it's like I'm not the one kissing them, so like I don't want to hear it. Gross. Ugh. Just lost spit sound.
And someone said this too, but like they all like open their mouth like this, like to kiss.
Oh, someone said that. I thought you're the one that said that.
No, on TikTok somebody was like, "Has anyone noticed this?"
And somebody was like, "I'm like maybe it just."
No, everyone's noticed it. Like they all go to kiss like this, like the face, and they go to kiss is like their tongue goes out first. Yeah. Well, they don't just like lean in for a kiss like a normal person. Like it's very odd. Again, maybe it's a corn thing.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know. We don't know what's happening with them.
I wrote down crab for Stanley.
Nice.
Stan's like, talk about that.
Brought to you by the crab.
Brought to you by the crab, but Stanley has. Yeah. It was like surprising to me.
I have another thing too.
Okay. Hit me.
I don't know if we already talked about this, but the idea that I think people with tinted windows, do they ever feel bad? Are they similar to internet trolls? Always cut you off, etc. Like basically, do you get a tinted window on your car so you can just drive like a maniac?
Yes.
Because then it's like, I don't know that person has a gun or not, right? So like, you can't get mad at them. But I would also think it's easier to get mad at someone with a tinted window because you're like, wow, I really can't I can't attach a face that's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Or like a wave. I can't see that you're waving. I can't see that you're sorry. Yes. So now I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Because I'm crazy.
I literally was driving the other day and somebody was trying to come in, like somebody was trying to do something where I needed to like make eye contact so that they could be like this. And I was like, I don't, and I told them, I was like, I literally was driving by. I'm like, I don't know what you're trying to do. I can't see what you're saying.
Yeah, you're just a vehicle at this point.
I don't know, because I didn't know if they were
machine.
making like a left or going like straight through, or I don't know what it was, but I needed to like get like clock in.
I needed the human.
Yes, I needed to clock in with somebody.
I need the human to human.
Yeah, I need the human to human interaction. I'm like, sorry, you have tinted windows. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So if you're saying something like I need to go in, or like I'm doing, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like it makes driving for you harder.
Yeah. And I think though you have to be aware of people with tinted windows, because it's like they aren't yet giving you any sort of signal.
No.
It's like, oh, they stopped at a light or a stop sign and I get the right of way to walk. I can't tell if they see me. So like, I'm just going to let them go because it's safer for me.
Yeah.
Do you know, there's just, I don't know why
Can you have tinted windows on the front screen? No.
I don't think so, but it's like, you know, if they pulled up here and you're crossing, like you mostly see that driver's side window.
Yep.
I
think
thought
it's stupid. I don't understand
it
the
was
point.
illegal or something.
What's the point of tinted windows?
I mean, they would say it's like, oh, it keeps the sun out, but I think it is a privacy thing.
Oh, okay.
So they can be doing fucked up shit in there.
Oh, it says that when sunlight penetrates through vehicle windows, the heat and UV rays can damage the interior components of your car. This damage can include faded upholstery and cracking of the dashboard material.
It's not why they're doing it.
That's what they said. They said
that's what that says, but I'm like, I think a lot of people are like, I don't know, they're up to some crime or
provide
something.
Privacy and reduces temps.
Privacy. Why do they need privacy? They're just in a car, you're just driving. What are you doing in there?
It also prevents glass from going everywhere if your car gets broken into.
Oh, that's interesting.
Did you see that Cher broke a window open for a dog?
Really?
She didn't break it open, but she got the cops to break one open.
Wow.
During the heat.
Wow.
I was like, that would suck. Like
don't leave
I
your
feel
dog
for the
in
dog,
car.
but I'm like, sometimes I leave Stanley in the car.
Yeah, but for how long? She might have waited. You know
Yeah, I
what
have no idea.
And then by the time they got there, you know what I mean? That's
The
probably
guy,
a while.
I guess, came out and was starting like swearing at her, and he's like, I just popped in to get my prescriptions. But I was like, how fast would the cops get there?
That's what I mean.
You know
I don't
what
think they would take 10, 15.
Yeah, but they broke the window and they got the dog out.
I think the insurance would cover that.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I mean,
Insurance, chime in.
Insurance. Real
Chat.
quiet.
Chat, leave it in the chat, guys.
Leave in the chat.
Yeah, but I was just thinking about that because I'm like, I didn't take Stanley with me the days that it was too hot because I was like worried about him.
You know what? Don't leave your dog in the car for very long.
Don't, yeah.
Because there's gonna be someone that calls on you.
There's gonna be someone. Yeah, don't do
suck,
it.
But like, maybe don't do it. Because I mean, on days like when it was super hot, you didn't take him with you.
No,
you know
he
what I
didn't
mean.
come with
You're
me at
like,
all.
there's no scenario that you're okay with him being left in the car.
And then on the day that it was like 70 degrees, 75 or whatever, I literally left him with a bowl of water in there.
Right.
And the windows down.
And like it was a 10-minute thing, and not
yes.
And you were walking right where he was.
Yeah.
So, like,
I was getting nervous. I was like, oh shoot, people are busting open windows. Stanley's about to. I think Stanley would have a
There's
nightmare.
been kids that died in cars.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
This would have been avoided if somebody had busted a window. So
He's
a window's
finally
a small
sleeping.
price to pay.
Yeah.
Window.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I don't know.
You don't want to take the risk. Yeah, of losing that.
I think it's risky.
You just want to be safe.
Let's see what else you got.
The other one I have isn't funny, so.
Did we already talk about the thing about zombie apocalypse being the same as like a guy that's like, I would kill a dog? Like the whole idea that like, cause I've seen this on like the dating app things where like on Bumble, I think it's like, what would you do in a zombie apocalypse? I'm like, everyone.
Oh, it's a question.
Yeah, it is. It is a question. So then people answer and they're like, I would store these things and I would blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I have like a thought on this, but like that aside of like what I might do or whatever, I think guys particular are very interested in this, like in the future, if there was some sort of apocalypse scenario where everything's different.
Yeah.
I would be different. And it's like, why don't you fight the thing that's a problem now? Do you know what I mean? Like, and then that same type of thinking to me is, I relate it to the same person. It's like, if that dog like does something, I'll kill it. If that guy like hurts my kid, I'll kill him. And it's like, there's people and
they're
kids
making up
being
scenarios.
They're making up scenarios, but there are people really getting hurt now under certain laws and whatever injustices happen, without getting into those.
Right.
Where no one does anything. They're like, if my kid gets hurt, I'll do something. But until then, I'm not going to do things that protect children.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
know what
that's
I
like
mean?
a selfish thing. Yeah.
Yes. But like, you don't you care up to a certain degree, and even then, once push comes to shove, like, they don't do anything anyways.
No.
So, like, I just don't.
I wonder if it's like just to like virtue signal to people, like a kind of like virtue signaling of like I'm a good person or like I think it's just like I don't know. I feel like it's just like a violence fantasy.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
A lot of men's
like,
minds.
oh, if I could kill somebody, this is the scenario. It would be okay for me.
Yeah,
to kill
exactly.
Somebody. Yeah,
and so I can pretend, I can get riled up about killing
and if
somebody
I was in this apocalypse
scenario,
scenario, I could actually be a leader because I won't be a leader now.
No,
so it's a fantasy of when I could be a leader.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm not saying I would. Yeah,
it's interesting how that changes. Yeah, that Katie, my friend Katie.
I'm like, why do you think you would suddenly be this different person that helps society rebuild when you don't do it now?
Yeah, you don't help society build now.
There's problems going on now.
Yeah.
And you don't do it. So, like, why is there this other world where it's like...
Maybe it's like a world where there's like no 9 to 5.
Yeah, I mean, I get how they like can fantasize in this other thing of like, oh, if zombies are real versus like, okay, like if parents and kids are being separated, that's not a problem for you though.
Yeah, no.
Well, but it's not a zombie. It's not a zombie. Okay, yeah. Well, if it had a weird head, then you'd have a problem with it.
Or like there's a very clear evil person. Evil thing, so they like to play this a game. Like I feel like that's why like a lot of boys
like this person hurt my child. They're evil, so now I get to kill them.
Yes,
right.
There's
that
no
person's dog hurt my child. I get to kill the dog. Yeah. There's no. If only some of these people. I'm wondering how many guys want a kid just so they can be like, now I'm allowed to have this fantasy about killing somebody.
Yeah,
but one day it might happen.
Yeah. No, I think that is part of it, and they're all like lying. They wouldn't. I don't think they would.
I don't think they would either.
Because it's happened and to a lot of people, and there's only like 2 people that have actually like done something about it. There was a woman and a man.
Well, there's commonly women that will do something, but like not necessarily kill. But I don't even think the woman has like a fantasy. I think it's just like they kind of snap, and that's what happened to the man too. It's like it's not like the guy was like, all right, this is it. I think they just truly snap. I don't think it's anything where they're like, in this scenario, I would go get my gun and I would da-da-da. They just literally snap at the shock. And
I wonder if that's because they can't play with not play with, but like they can't like hold the emotion of the discomfort of something awful happening. And it's kind of like with like if it was like a woman, she'd get really anxious or start crying, or like maybe something like, oh my God, the idea that like something could happen to fill in the blank. They can't like hold it in their mind. And maybe it's like an intrusive thought. So they like their emotions kind of
the violence kind of pushes it away almost.
Yeah.
Like a way to kind of deal with it.
Like I can't even imagine. They don't like say like I could never imagine like something happening to my kid and being without her. Yeah. Or somebody hurting her, and like they can't like see it as like a real thing like that, or they're like and hold it like emotionally, like the discomfort of like.
Or maybe it's the idea of being like, I really love my kids so much.
I think that's part of it.
And that's it. And that's where it ends.
Yes, and it should end there.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like I love my kids so much I would kill a dog for her or something. And you're like, you don't have to say that. You can just say
maybe it's cute aggression.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's that's what it is. Maybe it's like love aggression. That they're trying. Now I don't know about the apocalypse thing. That has nothing. That's not like love thing. But like when they say that, maybe that's what it is. It's I love this thing so much. I'm gonna make up a scenario where I would like that's how much I love it. I would kill for it.
Yeah,
which you don't have to do. You could just like be like, I love my kids so much. I'll go to therapy.
How often are you thinking about those fantasies with Stanley?
Never.
I would kill for Stanley every day. I think
it doesn't come up. Yeah, it doesn't come up in my mind. I guess
comes up.
I'm more worried if like I have had like worries where I'm like, oh, what if something happened? Like, would I be able to, get a dog off of him? Would I be able to blah, blah, blah. I should like carry an extra leash with me. But those are things that because I'm around dogs a lot that I just think in my head that I'm like, oh, I should be mentally prepared for if something.
Yeah, but that's like a realistic scenario. Of
like,
oh, he can get aggressive towards other dogs.
Yes.
So how do we prevent that?
Yeah. But if it was like some kid pulled my dog's tail, I'd fucking rock that kid's world.
Yeah,
I wouldn't, that would not happen. I would never even imagine that. Yeah, I would be like, okay, let's get, that was interesting because like a comic told me that she's like,
also you're allowed to defend your kid if the dog attacks, but you can't defend your dog if the kid attacks. Interesting, guys. It's almost like I don't know. There's enough millennials not having kids and having dogs. I think that could change.
I think it's gonna start
shifting.
I think
you could see that change happen in our lifetime. dogs, if a kid touches your dog,
yeah,
you don't want them to.
And you don't want them to.
You could rock that kid's world.
You can rock that kid's world.
It's gonna be okay.
You're gonna knock that kid right out. There was a comic that said like she doesn't even have a kid, but she's like, oh my god, I can't even imagine like having a kid and then having the kid get bullied. Like if my kid came home and was like, I was bullied, she's like I would fuck that other kid up. And I was like, okay, that seems crazy. Not only because you're an adult and you shouldn't touch a child, but also because I'm like, in this scenario, I think it's also like an indication of like black and white thinking. You think like there's nothing my kid could have done to.
Like maybe a kid's eating boogers past the age.
Yeah. Or maybe he's like, he threw dirt at me, so I slapped him across the face or something like that. Or he was making fun of me and you pushed a kid to a certain point. Not that always happens.
There isn't, like, to me, my thought would be like now being like so far removed from childhood, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
But like it would be, there's something wrong with that kid going on at home, or kids don't understand the cruelty. They would kind of maybe look back as an adult and be like, I'm embarrassed or have some shame around that behavior.
Right.
I don't know why I did that, but kids kind of have to learn a little bit. So like, not that it's a good thing. I wouldn't support it, and I would definitely feel for my kid, but I'm like, it can go what?
Yeah, I'm not going to go beat up
I
a
would
kid.
probably talk, if you had to, like talk, the most uncomfortable thing would be like, oh, I should talk to the parents because this seems to be a gripe that keeps
what's happening?
Is there a way to kind of
what's
resolve
going
it?
on? Yeah. I was just like, I just thought it was so interesting that she's like, oh, I couldn't be able to even hold myself back. And I was like, that seems crazy to me. Cause I'm like, you could be upset, but I was like, but also having a kid also means like knowing when the kid is doing something wrong. It's not always in the right, you know?
My kid never messes up.
My kid never messes up though. My kid, perfect.
I killed a lot of dogs for my kid.
I killed a lot of dogs for this kid. We're talking about zombie stuff, and Katie was talking about how she likes zombie movies over zombie, because we were talking about The Last of Us, and we haven't seen the last episode of The Last of Us.
Oh yeah.
Finished it, and she's like, it feels almost too much like a video game, and she's like, and there's something to like see, like
there's a part where they have to like jump across like evenly spaced rocks, and like and they fall off, and like
yeah, it seems too.
And then she opens the box. Yeah,
you got, I don't know, a map, but she was like talking about how she's like, I think like zombie movies are better as movies, zombie stuff is, than as series. Because I was like, and that's true, because I feel like I was watching The Walking Dead, and at one point it just becomes like doing regular tasks but in a zombie world. They're like, but we gotta go grocery shopping, but there's zombies. Like, we gotta fold laundry, there's zombies.
But what if there was zombies?
And you're like, okay, well now I just feel like I'm watching them live, you know?
Yeah,
which is not a bad thing if the story is good enough, which is what she was telling me, that she's like, I should watch 28 Days Later, because she's like, not only is it a zombie movie, but it's actually a good movie with like actual characters and drama. And she watched the new one and she thought it was really good. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll watch that.
See, that one gave me nightmares, but I watched it when I was in high school. So I'm like, I was very not desensitized to horror movies at all. So
yeah.
I think that's why.
That's what I'm afraid of.
So I'm kind of worried about seeing the new one, because I'm like, well, the original one gave me nightmares.
Yeah. And
even though I've probably seen like worse, scarier things at this point.
But they're really good at being scary. But she's like,
they're really fast.
Okay. That's scary.
Yeah, I don't like
but I guess the mushroom people are fast too.
Yeah.
And they don't bother me that much.
I just don't think with the technology we have, we would have much of a problem with zombies for very long.
Yeah.
They could wrap it up quick, round them up,
drone them. You get some drones up there.
Get some drones and robots. You just send a robot out there, it'd be done.
Yeah, but what if you can't charge your robot because the grid has gone offline for whatever reason? I don't know.
Things gotta get really bad fast for it to like not be able to be taken care of by the military. The military has to go down, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like the people that are like actually control, like we have all these weapons and like crazy things, like that stuff has to be like infected.
Yeah.
Like maybe the infection starts in like the military or something, and that's like,
I just feel like you'd nuke a place.
Yeah, exactly.
They would just like straight up bomb a place to garbage, then let something like that happen.
Did everywhere in the world get COVID? Because I'm like, what country didn't get COVID? If you didn't get COVID, let us know. Chat in. Because like,
I think everything got it.
Because they're doing a good job. Because that's where like they're keeping their gates up, their fences. What about North Korea? I guess they're pretty quiet, right?
I feel like
no one talks to them, right?
No one talks to them.
What about that weird kid?
If they had it, I don't think
that
we
weird
would
kid
know.
in North Korea.
Yeah, what's North Korea up to? I'm pretty sure they had it.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely they're getting like food supplies and stuff.
Yeah,
obviously.
they're still getting stuff, or to some
I don't
degree.
know.
But yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're like, if you were isolated enough, would you
Maybe
be safe?
You wouldn't.
Yeah,
but then I'm like, it's already too late in some cases.
Yeah,
right? It's like, oh, somebody like I still think Australia and New Zealand could be like safe, but you need to like board up quick and fast.
You gotta board up quick and fast.
Like this is too much of a global world.
Mom said that about Australia though, because somebody was talking about like, oh, because we were talking about where to move to because things are going so poorly.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, Australia is awful. They were so shut down during COVID. And I was like, I mean, maybe that's awful for you.
Yeah, I'm like, what does that mean?
I don't care.
I'd have to look into it.
They probably pay for you to be not at work.
Not like here in the U.S. or Michigan, famously protesting because they're like, we have to wear masks, and they're bringing their guns.
Yeah, exactly.
To the
like Jesus.
Capitol.
Big babies.
Kind of embarrassing.
Big babies. Zombie stuff.
I don't think they would Trump was in charge during the mask, so like why were they?
He was.
I guess he wasn't helping anything by not saying like he could have said like wear a mask or something.
Yeah,
but he didn't.
No, I think he like kind of said to get the vaccine, but they kind of like forget that. They really forget anything he says that doesn't align with what they would have.
Yeah, that's right. They just pick and choose, whatever.
They're like, whatever, he didn't mean it, or they'll be like, we shouldn't have sent out stimulus checks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost said stimulation like dad.
Yeah, stimulation checks.
Stimulus checks or whatever. But I was like, didn't Trump send out one? And they'll be like, yeah, no.
But that was Trump's own money. No,
yeah, and it's a good thing he did. Okay, well, wait, it's a good thing when he does it? Yeah. Okay, I don't know.
It's like the
I don't know how to
whole
talk to them.
Obamacare, and that's like not what it's called, but like.
Yeah, the ACA.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're so dumb. Oh, you know what's funny is that you sent that video to like the group chat or the family chat that was like this woman talking about like, you know, how much money billionaires
the
are
Michigan thing.
Yeah.
Michigan senator.
Like the big bill that they're trying to pass at the thing. And you're like, wow, makes sense to me. And I literally almost like typed out like these dumb fucks, but like stupid, like people actually voted for this. And then I was like, oh shoot, I'm in the family chat.
Yeah.
I was like, I better reel it in.
I was just thinking like this person, like they're very cut and dry to me. There's nothing about this that feels like you could take it a certain way. Like, so if mom saw it, maybe she would be like,
they're cutting waste. Okay, but your taxes aren't going down. So
like
why the
everyone
fuck do you care?
that doesn't make more than like, I think 700,000 isn't going to.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to have to pick up. But that's if they want to keep the programs. I say we cut the programs, let people riot.
Yeah.
You don't want the program? You don't want to pay for the programs? Fine, we'll cut them, and then those people will be.
That's never how they've been. They always just like cut at something and like
they cut at it, but then the middle class in quotes, it has to then pay for it, and if we have to keep paying for it, pay for ourselves to have access to like I don't know a good street or whatever. Let's stop paying for it. Let's stop paying for it. Stop giving people food stamps, and then see how quickly the wealthy people want to pay for it, because they might once they have somebody like at their house with a pitchfork.
Yeah, shit. Yeah,
but the more we keep taking care of it, like
it's just enough. Like it's like the same thing with like public schools. How public schools have gotten just like a little bit shittier and shittier and shittier over the years. It's like they kind of just squeeze it out, and then you get to a point where everyone's like, public school is so shitty, I have to send my kid to private school. And then that like is a way to like undercut the public sector and then be like, yeah, private would be better. And they're about to do that with like Medicare. I think they're going to get a lot more private business, which I think will ultimately be bad, but people wanted it. So, or did they?
I don't think they're smart enough to know what they want. The people that quote wanted it, I don't think are smart enough to know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's like sad.
There's a guy on TikTok.
There's certain ways that you vote that I'm like, in the new world, maybe we don't let you have voting rights anymore.
There was a guy on TikTok
You're not
that
smart enough. I'm sorry.
Was like, okay, he's like, you guys that believe in evolution, you're telling me, and this is so stupid. This guy said that he was like, so you're telling me if their evolution's real, you believe in it, that my washing machine in 1,000 years is going to be able to fold its own laundry?
What?
What?
That's confusing.
I don't. So he thinks the washing machine is going to evolve eventually.
That doesn't have to do with, that's not a living creature.
Right? I know. And then somebody was like, I can't believe this guy's vote counts as much as mine.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like so disappointing.
Exactly.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn. That guy's honestly probably more. He's probably in a red state. He's probably
happier.
He's much happier than us.
Confused for sure.
For sure. But he's...
I bet.
But he's not thinking about it too long.
If you're that stupid, you probably like think the world is like magical.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, if you think a washing machine is going to evolve into something else to like folding your clothes, which honestly is not that
he
crazy.
Doesn't. That's what he's saying. Like, it was so stupid to believe in evolution because if evolution was real, that's what would happen. But he's just dumb.
That's
but I don't think he thinks that's going to happen. He's saying like, it's so like, how could
a better comparison would be like an actual animal.
Sure. Yeah. No.
A washing machine. I'm like, well, that's a separate thing, but yes, that could technology could evolve,
change
to then be a robot that folds.
But
your
it's
laundry.
not made of carbon. It's not.
Yes, exactly. That's a different
creature.
Thing. So that's not evolution then. That's like
right.
Evolution.
I understand.
That's
but
evolution in a metaphorical sense.
Yes, he was like, now it's going to be folding its own lawn. I was like, wait a second. What do you think evolution is?
Yeah, do you understand what's happening?
It's just really funny. But anyways,
he kind of gets it. He's like in the ballroom. Like the idea of something changing is
he's
correct.
In the ballroom.
Something changing over time to do something different or better is part of evolution.
Part of it. But the inanimate object is a big... really shot himself in the foot with that.
Again, somewhere in the world, he's in the world of evolution. Mm-hmm. He's not... I don't know, in the neighborhood or something.
Okay, we were talking about zombies and like the apocalypse stuff, and I asked people on TikTok about Y2K.
The original,
the OG. Okay, and I didn't really understand that, like, why, like in Y2K, like a lot of people were like, oh, we thought the world was going to end. We thought whatever things were going to go to garbage. And then a lot of people in the comments were like, oh, the only reason why that didn't happen is because we spent like billions of dollars to like switch over computers.
Stop.
Which is like kind of crazy to me because like I would be so because so many people like stitched it and were like, this is why like older millennials and like Gen X don't trust the government. We don't trust people, blah blah blah. And I'm like, how much would it like? I feel like it's the same thing with COVID, but like, how much would it suck if you were like literally were somebody who was like helping? Like, I'm switching over banking things. I'm switching over like government agencies, whatever. I'm switching out over all this information so that things don't go to shit.
Yeah.
And then they don't go to shit and everyone's like, see, nothing happened. I'd be so frustrated. Because me as a kid, I kind of thought it was all like made up or something. But then so many people in the comments were like, no, they spent a lot of money and a lot of people like programming things, reprogramming them.
When did the new Batman come out?
Why?
Because I have a connection to make with that. Because I'm like,
what new Batman?
Because in 2000, the year switches and it's like these heroes that don't get to be seen, It's like, how disappointing, right? Mm-hmm. But like, what's there? No, Batman has a signal. I was thinking actually Spider-Man, but like Spider-Man's wearing red and blue. He's really flashy.
He's flashy.
Things. He's out there in the daytime.
Yeah. They got the bat signal.
Bat signal. You never really, I guess, see the Batman, but like you see the signal, right?
I mean, he could just give money away.
And just be like, problems with it. But I'm like, what? I'm just trying to think
like
of
if he wanted to be a secret hero, he could be secret, like, but he doesn't want to be secret.
Was there any hero like in the hero Marvel verse, that DC verse where they...
No, I think being known is part of the Flash.
They're like, I don't want to be known, but like...
Don't tell. I mean,
I'm not
maybe not their identity, but like, you definitely know who did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like Bruce Wayne's like so pissed. He's like, Batman gets all the credit.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Batman, but they hate Bruce Wayne.
I guess maybe there's that one scene in The Dark Knight where he's like, tell them it was me. So then he takes on a bad thing. So maybe there's that. But like somebody not taking on a good thing and being like, no, it was somebody else. Like, people are always taking credit.
Yeah.
But people were talking about like, that some people like had water saved up, and they said a lot of evangelical people like used it as like the end of times.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's happening, this is it, which just seems wild because I feel like they've been doing that for 20. I mean, they've been doing it for years.
Gay people are trying to say it's the end,
Yeah. Like, I just think it's crazy. Like, I was like,
be present.
Because if it happened this guy said that like his social studies teacher like went crazy, and like with all the stuff.
Wow,
And she was
really?
like, this is like the end of the world, blah blah blah. And he's like, and then afterwards, like I saw her like years later, and like she never addressed it.
I'm not gonna name names.
Yeah.
But I think some people, I could see having that same response based on how they responded to COVID. Not naming names. Mm-hmm. I could see them have that anxiety overtaking them during that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
sure.
I could see it. Yeah.
I think it did overtake them in COVID too.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. But it's social studies teachers, like obviously an educated person or whatever, but like kind of losing it a bit because of that anxiety, and then the news putting out more stuff that like, you know, it almost like overrides.
They said that
what seems sane to other people.
He said that his that she made a bunker.
Wow.
In her like backyard, like which was basically just a shack. Which I think is crazy.
That's her, but like there's a lot of people that did that, I think.
Yeah. Most people said that they were like, "Oh, it's nothing," and that's why I never believe what the government says anymore. But I'm like, I don't think it was nothing. Like, exactly, yeah, that's the reason. I don't think it was like. I feel like that was the thing that really surprised me. That I was like, "Oh, it wasn't."
Was there a time when people believed the government?
I think so.
Was there a time when people
I think there was.
I don't like.
I think in the World War. I think like post World War II. 1950s, 1960s.
There was a sweet spot there.
There was like a sweet spot. Maybe there's like 2 or 3 years.
And how long did that last? I mean, really, how long did it last? Because I'm like, if you're a person of color, you're having a bad time at that same time,
that percentage is always lost. Yeah, they always lost that percentage for sure.
But if you were a white person, there was
a
really sweet spot
right there, middle class.
If you were already here, because if you're Irish, you know what I mean? Because if you're like even like these like slight offshoots of white, you're like they don't. There's also discrimination weirdly on everyone.
And then a lot of people tried. A lot of people were like, everyone was like afraid of the lights going out, so a lot of people at midnight turned the lights out as like a prank. That was a running joke, which I was like. That's pretty funny, I guess.
It's a fun prank, scare everyone.
Yeah, everyone was like, yeah, basically that. But I just thought it was going to be a bigger deal. But everybody was like, oh yeah, they spent like months preparing for it. But yeah, a lot of people were like worried about that. It was interesting because people were like so worried about it back then, and I was like, we're so much more reliant on technology now.
That's what I was just thinking.
It's
like,
just crazy because they were like
so worried. I'm like, we barely use the computer. Like, okay,
didn't you guys just get the computer like 2 years ago?
Like, internet was not really happening in our house for pretty much all of my college. Like, it was like it dial up.
Yeah,
like cool. Like, you can go chat to people, but it's like so annoying to get on there and use it, and like you only have like a limited time because it blocks the phone. So
yeah, I just think like it's just so funny. In like 2000, literally, you've had that computer for like a year, and they're like not our computers.
There's no information on the internet. There's like nothing there. Nothing to see, nothing to do. Just
there's
chat
like 3
rooms.
chat rooms.
3 chat rooms. Just like your friends.
We can't lose these.
We can't lose this. We're so reliant on
information.
I know there's other things like data and stuff, but I'm like,
yeah,
how much data was really?
But most stuff was archived.
Where now it's like
paper.
Now you got things in the cloud.
If the cloud goes down,
if these clouds break,
if that rainstorm happens,
there's I don't really remember exactly what happens in the movie Fight Club, but I think that's something where they destroy.
That's exactly what I said.
And I'm like, actually, now you have more of the ability to do that than then there'd probably be paper records of everything.
Absolutely.
Where now, if you really screwed up the stuff, it's like they don't have Bezos doesn't have any money. You know what I mean? Like you could just destroy all that technically.
That's what somebody said.
Although it is all based on loans.
Yeah, somebody said too that they were like, that's exactly what they thought. Like the end of Fight Club was going to happen. Was what they described it.
Yeah, that like everyone's credit would go back to nothing, or there wouldn't be credit anymore, or banks and money. Some
people said they believe they sold their homes, saved food, gave all their charity or their religion, and nothing happened, or regretted doing such things.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was also funny because like most kids were like, I don't know, and then I think
like the idea of someone would be like selling their house, like actually going bonkers and like doing all this charity stuff, and they're like, yeah, just a little embarrassing.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Can I get my house back?
Can I get my house back?
Can I just Yeah, I think it was just funny like reading the things because it really wasn't that bad, but It says at the IRS, months were spent to change the computer system to 4-digit tax years, which is crazy because I was like, again, how old were these computers? I feel like they've been using the same computers in government buildings since 2000.
Yeah. Just rebooting it.
They're just rebooting it. And then you had to unplug the computer. They said, because at midnight, they were like,
midnight
tonight.
That's what I always think of, like with that, like at midnight, something, the clock switch at midnight.
At midnight tonight.
We're going to rob.
They're going to rob the toy store. But they and there was like stickers from like Best Buy that said like make
also
sure.
Kind of crazy to put like a big box of cash inside a store. Like that's insane.
Yeah,
like,
that's
now
like he's kind of asking for it.
Now it'd be
bit.
like, oh, like donate this way through your card. But I guess people were using the credit card or cash more, and it's just like crazy to me. But like, I mean, you just created a treasure chest. Also, why did they just grab the box? To me. They were like moving the cash into a bag. They should have just grabbed the whole box.
I thought I think the box was like attached, bolted down.
Okay,
yeah, that's what I think.
That's how you get people to not steal it.
Yeah, maybe.
Smart of them to like stay in the store the whole time.
Yeah, really smart of them. Honestly, I was rooting for them.
Let's get
them out. Let's take them out.
Oh yeah, you can't mess with the kids on Christmas though. That's where they messed up. That's where they messed up.
That's where they messed up.
That's where they blew it.
If it was a wealthy person, like again, like the movie I just watched, The Bride Hard, where it was just like, oh, we're gonna hold these wealthy people hostage, and everybody in the theater's like, cool. Mm-hmm. Nobody cared. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, but he also is going to kill all of them because he doesn't leave any witnesses. And everybody still in the theater was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, you need somebody to root for.
You got to root for somebody.
Yeah, that's why it has to be kids on Christmas.
I was like, how kids for Christmas? You really don't mess with kids.
Kids on Christmas is a big
you shouldn't
problem.
Mess with kids in general. I'm just going to say that right now. Christmas?
On Christmas? Good luck. Great movie.
They're just lucky they're alive.
Yeah, that was the only thing I did this like week or whatever that I was like, oh. I asked the question and then people answered me and
well, I know we have a little bit of time.
Okay.
And the last thing I would bring up is you posted something about cats and dogs and people really get fired up about that, and I just want to make one statement, which is like
Jess wants everyone to know this.
One statement, which is you can like both, and like
I think most people like both.
I think most people like both, and I think some people are just like weird and like want to make a fight about something. I'm like,
it's mostly cat people. I'll say
animals.
I feel like there's dog people that do it too, but I feel like a lot of cat people kind of have like a chip on their shoulder because they're like nobody likes cats. I'm like a lot of people like cats.
Yeah,
cats are arguably the biggest thing on the internet.
Just because I don't have a cat doesn't mean I don't like cats.
Yeah,
I think, and the weird thing is people are actually allergic to cats. I think. More if you're allergic to an animal, you're going to be allergic to a cat. Yeah. They're not allergic to a dog.
Oh, maybe that's
where they have a chip. I don't know. Where the chip is
maybe there's more people that are allergic to cats, and so maybe that's like they
just
because
I'm allergic to that doesn't mean I wouldn't have any reason to like or dislike them. I would probably be neutral about it.
I had a friend that was allergic to like all animals, and he was like, "I still think your dog's really cute," and I was like, "I know," and he's like, "I can't pet him though because it'll make me explode."
Torture. I'd be like,
it was torture. Poor dude. But
just have
anyways, they're both fine. You know? I like both. Both animals are cuties.
But I did think your point about the boundaries was important to keep in mind. That's like cats are like very clear with their boundaries. Isn't that your point?
Yeah. Well, they were like, there's a common thing where they're like, oh, you know, if you only like dogs, then you're not. Then you basically the only reason why if you only like dogs and you don't like cats, it's because you don't like creatures that have boundaries. Which I don't think that's true. I feel like that's a huge jump, a huge leap. But I was like, also dogs have boundaries. You guys just ignore them. Like, I think if you're someone who doesn't like cats and you're like, it's the boundaries that do it. I bet you're not like respecting a dog space either.
Yeah. I just try to Google are more people allergic to cats than dogs? And it like kind of mistyped and said, it typed like, it's like then what came up was, are monkeys legal in Illinois? Like,
are they?
I don't know. We'll find out again.
No. Oh no.
Generally illegal to own a monkey as a pet in Illinois. Illinois
Stanley
law prohibits possession of a monkey. Stanley, you're illegal.
You're illegal. We call our dog a monkey. So if that's true, Stanley needs to find a new home.
Oh, the exemption is a zoo.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Federally licensed exhibits. Circuses? I think.
Circuses?
Oh, as long as that monkey's entertaining and makes some money for us, then that monkey can get made some money from.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. Colleges
I can't believe circuses are still a thing.
Scientific institutions, research laboratories.
Ugh.
Hound running areas? Why would a monkey be allowed there?
I don't understand. That sounds like something for dogs.
Vet, animal refuges with escape-proof enclosures.
Okay. That seems...
I don't get why a monkey would be allowed in a circus.
As
long as that monkey can make me some
cash. As long as that monkey's contributing to capitalism, we're fine with
that monkey doesn't have a job and a tax bracket or something.
Get out of here. Stanley, you hear that? You got to get a job. Oh, no.
He does have a job. He's a working dog.
I'm working dog.
That's
you do.
crazy.
You help with your
I
own
don't get why circus. Like, who goes to a circus anymore?
Jesus, not me. I couldn't go.
Like,
I couldn't
it's
handle
like
it.
outdated.
It's like the saddest thing I've ever heard.
I get why people would be entertained with it because they like had literally nothing. But now with like TikTok, why would you ever need to go to a circus? You know what I mean?
Dude, I don't know. The same thing with like fireworks.
Like,
now that you have a computer in your hand, why do we need fireworks anymore?
I think it's like, I feel like this is my theory is like fireworks is
people
like,
yearn for war.
Well, yeah, there's that. There's that for sure. I think it's mostly children that are entertained by it, or something that is like simple-minded in your head that you like it. You know what I mean? Like you haven't matured at all.
I just feel like it in front of me on my phone is like the same feeling. I'm like, oh, sparkly, that looks nice. But if I see it in front of me, I'm like, oh, okay, sparkly.
Okay, I'm like, this is the same with like Christmas music. Christmas music, if I can enunciate.
Yeah.
I'd be fine not hearing for like another 5 years. If I never heard a Christmas song for 5 years, I'd be like, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm the same with the firework. If I never actually with the firework, if I never see a firework again in my life, be fine.
Wow. Yeah, me too. It wouldn't affect my life. I would be like,
maybe in 30 years, I'd be like, oh, I kind of remember playing with those as a kid.
I remember those. And maybe like maybe it's a nostalgia thing. It makes people like it. That makes people like it.
But we had fireworks all the time as kids.
Like, I know.
Maybe not the really big ones. We had like little bottle rockets and like the little black cats and things.
Yeah.
You know? And I remember having fun shooting those off, but like.
I remember being so worried all the time.
Oh,
I just
being
like
someone's gonna.
No, that someone's gonna blow off their hand. I was just like, oh God. I also like am really sensitive about noises, so it wasn't like I like the sparkly ones, but I didn't like the
sparklers.
noise.
Sparklers
is dangerous. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This is not fun. But yeah, I remember having some fun with it. But again, not fun enough to be like, let me keep doing this ever again.
No.
But also a weird, fun activity for a child to be like, here's something that might injure you. Don't play with fire, but like, I think we were supposed to be supervised, but we definitely had a giant box of fireworks as kids.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Up in like the barn, and like mom and dad were gone for like hours, like for work. Yeah. In the summer, so in the summer we just have a giant box of fireworks. Oh, you're bored? Go play with fireworks.
Okay. Go play with explosives.
Gun. Yeah. Also, it's like the guns are locked, but it's like we all know how to get to the guns if we wanted to.
We were living dangerous, Stan.
I mean, that's country living.
And that's country living.
You do whatever the hell you know what? If you live in the country, do whatever the hell you want.
Do whatever you want. Make explosions. We don't care.
But in the city, too many neighbors.
Too many neighbors.
Annoying.
No more explosions. Too loud.
Also, like if someone like was like, "Oh, can you stop doing that?" We'd probably be like, "Yeah, okay." Like mom and dad wouldn't be like,
"Yeah,
don't like keep doing it, whatever." Here it's just
if anyone's gonna walk a half mile to our house to tell us,
hey, I can hear you from over here. Want to shut up? Meanwhile, they're shooting their shotgun off.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, oh
you'd,
God,
like constantly just hear guns being shot.
Yeah,
like
you think it's like supposed to be like calming, but like there's always like some kind of country sound where you're like, oh God.
Not like a lot, but just like once a week you'd hear like a shotgun. Or
at night they were good,
which is fine. Yeah, at night it was fine. It's very quiet.
Yeah, except for the frogs.
The frogs are super loud.
Frogs are super loud. Look at that angel.
So sleepy.
He's so sleepy.
End on that.
I think we'll end on that. I think we have nothing else to say. Okay, bye.
Bye. Safe 4th of July.
Good job, Stanley. Thank you for listening to our nonsense. If you like it, follow Checker Podski on all platforms. And if you want to support my stand-up, follow me at Caitlin Check. If you want us to talk about something or need to air out your grievances or family secrets, feel free to comment or email us at checkerpodski@gmail.com. Shout out to our producers and to Alex Oliver for our Checker Podski jingle.